Super good game. So Chris, one of the things that I wanted you to do, you being a vintage game store owner, is I kind of wanted you to kind of like equip us. Like I want to go out there, and make money doing this. Like, is there a way that you can equip us with the skills to go out there? Like, if we were to stumble upon some games to best, like figure out, like, if I was at a yard sale and somebody was selling Ready to Rumble, like, how would I know? Like, that's $12. I'm gonna take that to Chris and get 20 from it.
Yeah, so the first thing you need to do is go back to 2017 in a time machine, and then you'll be able to make some money. Because now everyone thinks that they just have absolute gold all the time. So I'm curious about what's going to happen this upcoming yard sale season, but people are so much more knowledgeable now, and this is a highly educated area that we live in, and people are a little reluctant to just give stuff away that they paid so much for at one point sometimes, right? Yeah. That said, there's a couple of really important things. One, game condition. Two, game quality. So Ready to Rumble is an awesome game. Yeah. You have to think about how many copies of that game were printed. So Ready to Rumble was printed for the PS2 and for the Dreamcast in high quantities, so it's probably not a hard game to find. Right. So you have to imagine a game like that's a good quality game, maybe worth about $15, so you can get it for a buck or two in nice condition, then go for it, What you really want to look for is those Super Nintendo RPGs, and then you're going to make some money. Yeah. Any retro role-playing games, I mean, not any, but many, tend to be much more valuable for a couple of reasons. One, they were printed in lower numbers because the American audience, especially at the time, was not nearly as keen on them as the Japanese audience.
Right.
And two, because they have so many more hours of gameplay, a game like Chrono Trigger, you might be able to play for 30 or 40 hours. Whereas a game like Ready to Rumble, you might have fun for 5 to 10 hours with friends and maybe not so much fun alone at all. So there's a lot more replayability. So that's definitely anything that you maybe haven't heard of would be a good thing to pick up for $1 or $2. Like you see some weird PS2 game, horror games, RPGs, anything like that. Anything that's old, not as old as Atari. Atari 2600 stuff, not worth very much, but you find some Nintendo stuff for cheap, you should grab it.
Okay.
Yeah, Nintendo is absolute king. I mean, people like the other stuff, but nothing compares to the original Nintendo, the Super Nintendo, and N64 is probably our most popular system. Yeah. For games and consoles, it's just nobody has even come close to Nintendo as far as how much the fans love that stuff.
Spotify and DC Radio 96.3 HD4 on Saturday mornings at 9 a.m. for all your anime talk, video games, and everything important to the Black nerd community.
And don't forget to check out our website and our YouTube channel for the special guest interviews with some of your favorite anime voice actors in anime.
Get you some real talk, get you some information to the streets.
Okay, no crazy feedback.
No craziness.